Here are the 3 keynotes for the motivational audiobook speech titled Small Acts, Big Impact. Keynote 1: The Power of Everyday Kindness. Even the smallest gestures, like a smile, a helping hand, or a few kind words, can change someone's day, or even their life. True influence isn't measured by grand achievements but by how we treat people in the moments that seem ordinary. Every positive act creates a ripple that spreads far beyond what we can see. Keynote 2: The Chain Reaction of Compassion. One kind action inspires another. When we choose to care, we create a chain reaction that touches lives we may never meet. This is how communities grow stronger, through small, consistent acts of empathy and support. Change doesn't always begin with revolutions, it begins with a choice to do good, right where you are. Keynote 3: Turning Intention into Action. Good intentions are powerful, but action gives them meaning. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity, it's about doing what you can, with what you have, today. When we take small steps consistently, we build a legacy of impact, one decision, one act, one person at a time. Keynote 1: The Power of Everyday Kindness, expanded, 500 words. In a world that often celebrates grand success and dramatic achievements, it's easy to overlook the quiet strength found in everyday kindness. Yet, the true measure of our character is often revealed not in the monumental things we do, but in the small, thoughtful actions that reflect the goodness within us. Every smile shared, every word of encouragement offered, every moment we choose understanding over judgment, these are the invisible threads that weave the fabric of a compassionate society. Small acts of kindness may seem insignificant in isolation, but together, they hold the power to transform the world around us. Consider how a simple gesture, a genuine thank you, holding the door open for someone, helping a classmate, or checking in on a friend, can shift someone's mood, restore their faith in humanity, or inspire them to pass that kindness forward. What begins as a single drop of goodness can ripple outward, touching countless lives in ways we may never fully realize. Kindness is a language that transcends culture, background, and circumstance. It requires no wealth, no title, and no recognition. What it does require is awareness, a willingness to see others not as strangers, but as fellow human beings sharing the same hopes and struggles. When we take a moment to act with compassion, we remind others that they are seen, valued, and cared for. And sometimes, that reminder is enough to change the course of someone's day or even their life. In schools, workplaces, and communities, the impact of everyday kindness is profound. A teacher who believes in a struggling student can ignite a lifelong passion for learning. A colleague who offers support during a difficult time can strengthen bonds of trust and cooperation. Keynote 2: The Chain Reaction of Compassion, expanded, 400 words. Compassion is one of humanity's most powerful forces, and its influence extends far beyond the moment it is expressed. When one person chooses to act with empathy, it sets in motion a chain reaction that can reach places and people far beyond their immediate circle. This is the beauty of compassion, it multiplies silently, linking hearts and transforming lives in ways we may never see. Imagine a single act of kindness: a person offers comfort to a friend who is struggling. That friend, feeling valued and understood, later extends patience to someone else. That second person, in turn, pays the goodness forward in another way. What began as a small, heartfelt gesture evolves into a wave of positivity that travels from one soul to another. This is the chain reaction of compassion, an invisible current connecting human beings through shared acts of care. Every community that thrives does so because compassion lives within it. When people choose to care, to listen, to help, to support, walls of isolation begin to crumble. Compassion nurtures unity, reminding us that we are all interconnected. It teaches us that the well-being of one person affects the well-being of many. When we lift others, we lift ourselves. In schools, workplaces, and neighborhoods, this ripple effect can shape cultures. A leader who shows genuine concern for their team inspires loyalty and motivation. A student who stands up for a classmate creates an environment of courage and respect. Even small gestures, like sharing knowledge, offering time, or simply being present, can ignite hope where it is fading. These are not acts of charity, they are acts of humanity. What makes compassion so transformative is its contagious nature. It doesn't just help the person receiving it, it awakens something within the giver as well. The more we practice empathy, the more our hearts expand. Keynote 3, Turning Intention into Action, expanded, 300 words. Good intentions are the seeds of change, but it is action that allows them to grow. Many people dream of making a difference, of helping others, of creating something meaningful, but too often, those dreams remain unfulfilled because they stay trapped in the realm of thought. The truth is, the world changes not because of what we plan to do, but because of what we actually do. Turning intention into action begins with a single decision: to start. You don't need to wait for the perfect time, the perfect skill, or the perfect opportunity. The smallest step taken today is more powerful than the biggest plan postponed for tomorrow. When you act, no matter how small your effort seems, you send a message to yourself and to the world that you are willing to contribute, to try, to make a difference. Every great movement, invention, or transformation began with someone who simply chose to take that first step. What matters most is consistency. Small, repeated actions have the power to build habits, shift perspectives, and create lasting change. Whether it's volunteering a few hours, offering encouragement to someone in need, or improving a small part of your environment, your actions matter. Action transforms intention into impact. It bridges the gap between desire and reality. When you act, you inspire others to act. Your courage becomes their motivation, your example becomes their guide. Over time, these individual sparks of effort combine to form a bright flame of collective progress. So don't just wish for change, be the one who begins it. Remember, greatness is not defined by the scale of what you do, but by the sincerity of your effort. When intention meets action, even the smallest deed can create a truly big impact. Conclusion: small acts, big impact. Every moment offers us a choice: to walk past or to reach out, to stay silent or to speak kindness, to wait for change or to be the spark that begins it. The message is simple yet profound. Greatness doesn't always roar, sometimes, it whispers through compassion, patience, and care. The smallest acts, when done with genuine intention, hold immeasurable power. A word of encouragement can rekindle hope. A helping hand can restore faith. A simple smile can remind someone that they matter. These moments may seem ordinary, but collectively, they shape the extraordinary fabric of humanity. Each of us carries the ability to influence the world around us, not through wealth, status, or fame, but through the way we treat people. When we choose kindness, we ignite a chain reaction of compassion. When we turn our intentions into action, we create ripples of change that move far beyond our sight. You don't have to be powerful to make a difference, you just have to care enough to act. One step. One gesture. One decision. That's all it takes to begin a movement of goodness that travels from heart to heart. So, as you move forward in life, remember this truth: your smallest act of kindness may be the biggest moment in someone else's life. You may never see the full extent of your impact, but know this: every time you choose to do good, the world becomes a little brighter. Let your actions speak of compassion. Let your heart guide your hands. And let your life be proof that small acts, done with great love, truly make the biggest impact of all.